Oh, okay. Travel, I like, with you, together. The Trailblazers set sail towards the unknown, alongside their newest companion, Mem. Why Mem? They will recall the adventures and stories they experienced in Ampharos, and memories will also flourish eternally, paving the path for the journey ahead and recording glorious sagas. Okay. That thing is nowhere near as cute as Lynch's bunny, but it's still kind of cute. I like its book. I like it seems to be referencing astrology in a way. Uh this thing being in this art kind of makes a point that Remembrance seems to focus on summons, and I actually really like that. So my assumption yesterday on the mannequins that are inside of Aglia's art also makes more sense now. And our weapon now being like a quill is kind of neat. It makes actually way too much sense for the Path of Remembrance, I guess, to use something that can record information, like memories. Since what do we do normally when we write like a diary or a journal or something like that? We're recording our experiences and feelings and memories. So yeah, I like that. That's neat. The one concern I have, uh, break re- break comps currently require Trailblazer to utilize the Path of Harmony because they're the way that that team gets Super Break. If Remembrance, depending on the role that Remembrance has on a team, will potentially make it so unless you get Aglia, you're going to be really screwed over. If it's a DPS or supportive role, it really depends. Because if it's supportive, it depends on what it does and how it compares to Harmony. If it's DPS, that's problematic because that means that unless you get Aglia or another Remembrance character, our best shot is to use Trailblazer. And if we use Trailblazer, that means that we can't really use our break comps at present because currently, the best break comps are the DPS option, which is either Fireflyer, Boot Hill, or obviously Rapper, and then the supportive options tend to be Ruame, Harmony Trailblazer, and then the sustain is either Gallagher or Linkshire. We have no alternative for the support roles at present. And even if we get them, that would require pulling, which is looking questionable depending on what Remembrance does. Is it worth getting another break support or break sustain or break whatever in order to maintain that team when it's likely not going to be the focus of the content? I imagine that regardless of the role that Remembrance has, it's the content in that world, in the new one, in Ampharos, is gonna focus on Remembrance, meaning having a free unit for it, like we're going to get with the Trailblazer, and I love that because normally the Trailblazer's kit is pretty well. Harmony has been super good. Uh, Preservation was the best of a bad situation. Like I used it for a good amount of time to be fair. Destruction's not great. Uh the hope would be that it'd be decent. Either way, Harmony Trailblazer is very, very good. So we're always going to have a great option for them. But if the content is catered towards and limits the capability of using other stuff outside of Remembrance, then we're probably going to have to use them until we get a good free and good option to pull on. Because in my case, I can't probably go for Aglia because I want Sunday. It really depends on what people are able to get on their accounts. But it's interesting. I wonder how summons are actually going to work then, if they are going to function. Because I questioned this yesterday. Would it work like Lightning Lord and Numby and Fuyuan, or is it going to function differently? Since it's kind of obvious now what's going on. Also, I haven't looked at the mill one. Even though it doesn't apply to my account, I may as well look. Yeah, nothing really differs. It's nice to see two different artworks for this. I like it. I rate it. It's neat that we're getting free stuff like this again. We get free access to the path, and they're not delaying us getting it. We get the path of remembrance immediately, it seems, which is sweet. My hope in the future is eventually we get a path of remembrance March 7th, but obviously the fact that they've given it to the Trailblazer makes it clear that they're gonna hold it off for her, which feels kind of rude, but okay, okay, that's fine.